Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And this with that jab. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. That jab won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about winning that last round. The game plan does not seem to be... And there's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that jab not going to score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Beautiful counterpunch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about winning that last round. I promise you all. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for the Dark Destroyer goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the guns took him out.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Back at it in round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Back and forth they go. That time counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And he scores with the counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Talk about Ben in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bet. Back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Yeah! That counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. It's bombs away. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
build up to this fight, Johnny. This power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
No rest for the weary. Punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about winning that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Jab doesn't find a home. There's a counter shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Nice counter punch. So close with that uppercut. Do you believe this? Just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about winning that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Get out there and swing. Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. They figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. Perfectly timed uppercut. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
that last round.
After what we saw, and they're back at it again here in round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Punch, counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Jab misses. A perfect counter shot. That left uppercut doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' score.